Alright, what up? I found a nice shady spot in the garden for a minute, and I wanted to do a little update on my budding food forest because I've been harvesting a whole bunch of stuff and I'm going to be harvesting more. It's so crazy to me that I got here after growing season started and then had to build all this, and which I continue to, it's obviously not going to happen overnight, and a lot of things I'm doing now aren't going to, see results for 3 or 4 years or, next year at the earliest in a lot of cases. So I'm super grateful that, like, for example, flower seeds and even like beets and things I germinated knowing it was too late and too hot, and seeds don't really like the stress of being that hot, and then when you water it, it just makes it worse because it gets hotter, and then you mulch it, right? And so and I've had a few predators, but I totally won the war. So I just relocated a hornworm because they do make really cool moss that come back and pollinate all the other stuff. So let's see, armadillo, which I think I won the war on that, and I didn't have to shoot him because I don't want to eat him. And the squirrels, the deer, like, they're here in the yard, but they don't come in my area. So I'll share with you some of those things. And yeah, I think I did my July update just like 2 weeks ago. And then, oh my God, the June update and stuff, it's so crazy to see how much has changed. And that's even with like damage from the armadillo and stuff. But some of the damage he did was good. Like, for example, he did kind of kill most of my borage. But then I just put all the flowers and the dead material in the bed. Well, the next time he came, he tilled it up. And technically I had planted cabbage and cauliflower and other seeds there, but now I have like 12 baby borage plants. And so little things like that have actually become really useful in a way. But I do patrol it all day, all night. Like, I notice if there's one squash bug, like, I'm on it the next available opportunity. We've had some super extreme weather, which again is just amazing, that everything has produced the way it has. And I'm so, so grateful. And I really, just to look back 2 months or 3 months when I first got here and started building this, it's crazy. So it just shows how much one person, if you apply yourself, you can do. And, I could push myself harder, but like yesterday I moved 40 wheelbarrows of freaking dirt, clay, and rocks, and I'm just trying to, I got 15 more cubic yards of dirt, and I'm working on getting some mulch. I had a forest mulcher come by yesterday to kind of help with the spring. Yeah, did you know I have a spring on the property? So somebody had, the previous owners weren't really here, and I guess people maybe used to just go use it, so they thought they would handle that by throwing all their debris and chopping trees and throwing directly on it. So that's been kind of a cleanup project, but oh my God, it's just crazy. Oh, and other things, like I couldn't get a fridge and freezer and generator and stuff like that, so all that's finally taken care of. And my trueessence.net is also back and restocked. However, I do need to say this, until I make another order and can get certain things, this is the last of the Pain Be Gone cream for now. So there are some there, but I'm just telling you because that's moving the fastest, and I don't want it to be like how it was when I was moving. But I'll be, you know, I'm working on it. So that's all the updates. I've been picking lemon cucumbers, apple cucumbers, beets. I finished off all the radishes last week, but I have more planted, as well as, you know, a bunch of little fall garden stuff coming up. Green beans, mustard, kale, and white beets too, which are really cool. Butternut, bunch of different tomatoes. The basil's going nuts, and I've been using it like crazy too, but I'm going to harvest a whole bunch today, and then all the rest of the tomatoes to work on preserving. That'll be my big project today. What else? Oh, the corn, and that was planted late, but that's starting. I'll show y'all that. And yeah, there's a bunch of little new babies coming up, and in the smaller beds, I just decided, because I was working on the other ones, to just whatever the armadillo did, you know, I wasn't going to replace it, because I have all the other stuff doing so well, like the hay bale, and like little melons are starting to pop up. It's so cute. And the deer garden's kind of growing, but the deer still really, I mean, they're right here in the yard, but they don't come here. And some of the things I've been using are like, so I use the pine litter for my kitties. So the peat-on litter goes to border things. And then I just started recently using their poop just like on the fence border, just, you know, and that's working. And then I hung some rags to pee on. So whoever's over and likes to pee, I tell them they can use the rag. And then I am reenacting my homeless days and peeing in a can, and also using that. And my other friend brings me, you know, a couple gallons every month. So that seems to be, I mean, it's definitely working for the squirrels and deer. I have not been attacked by them even once. They, you know, I guess they know the boundaries, and I do put food out there, but that doesn't make them come closer, so that's cool. Oh, another thing, with the trees, so 3 trees are down now, and those are the only 3 I have to get rid of, so yay, they're gone. And I used the wood to pile outside the beds, because the armadillo was going in the beds, you know, and it literally is just one. I might have thrown a couple rocks at him, and if you've ever done that, I kind of have an arm. So if you've ever done that, it's so funny. They just like jump right up in the air, but then they're like so dumb in most cases, they don't even realize that there's a threat, but probably because they're wearing all that armor. But yeah, I'm trying not to hurt him. Like my first time, you know, I always try to make it bounce before it hits him. But, you know, that's happened, and he didn't listen, so I had to hit him directly a couple times. And he still comes back and puts holes everywhere, but he's not touching anything. And then some of the garden beds that I had just put in the totes, I ended up putting all those on the ground, so I was really worried. And so far, so good. I haven't been able to put barriers on them yet, because I used all the big wood for all the main beds, so yeah, and then the tool and stuff like that. I don't know, so it's probably a combination of everything that's helping. I did get some BT, organic bacteria, which I guess kills the grubs that they seek. So, and I guess a lot of those grubs are even, what are those jerks I had to kill? Japanese beetles. So, yeah, totally winning the war. It's totally awesome, and I'm just going to show you because I really hope more people start doing more for themselves. Look, my diet has had to change so much. So let me tell you, everybody knows my favorite juice for over a decade, carrot, apple, lemon, ginger, and then from there I add whatever else looks good, beets or cucumber or celery or whatever, right? I can't get non-moldy ginger anymore. things are changing, and maybe you're like, oh, well, you're way out in the country, this and that. I still drive an hour and still 3 different stores, and you know what? I'm not gonna go buy it at Walmart. You know, so the way it's become clear, the way I eat is going to be completely seasonal. I have substituted my fresh grown delicious mustard in those recipes, and you know, other things, the beets, the turnips, the radishes, you know, gives it that spice. And I still have plans to grow way more, but you know, I had to do what I could do for the time being, and next season I'm sure there's gonna be lots of changes. I just yeah, it's only August. Fall, oh, there's gonna be so much work. Oh, and I got the mower back again, because I keep breaking it, but whatever. I'll try to calm down. So I'll show you around a little bit. Let me flip this. I'm using my real camera now, not the cell phone, so you could probably see my nose hairs. Just kidding, I don't have any. But if I had a booger, you would totally be able to see it. Okay, yeah. So, I guess from sitting here, now I might have to get up. I was hoping I'd just be able to zoom in. Like, some things are doing alright and still coming up, and that's really cool. And a lot of them were planted for next season anyways, like the huckleberries, the white blackberries, the black raspberry, you know, all of that stuff. So, yeah, that feels good. I have to admit, I'm a little sore from all that dirt yesterday, and we're in the shade. So yeah, like the strawberry, all this stuff is planted for next year. Potatoes, and I need to add more dirt in there, and actually have more potatoes, seeds. So I think the weather here, I mean, I grew in the Ozarks before, so I pretty much had stuff like that year round with like the shards and kale, and you know, occasionally in a terrible storm it would go away, but again, P to the rescue. So yeah, he kind of destroyed a lot of these, but the tool and the branches, look, I think he's still trying again, but he can't get in. Yeah, so the tool and the branches have stopped him from destroying these, so yay. And these are all just little babies. Again, those are 2 little baby huckleberry plants, and you know, again, more stuff that isn't going to be seen for a while. This is a lot of yard waste and one of the pea rags, so the wind picks it up, and that will be a bed next year. And these will be kiwis that will be in the ground next month, or maybe the end of this month. I'll go up there in a minute. It's a pretty day, we have real clouds. Okay, so I've let most of these mustards go to seed because I have a bunch more planted elsewhere, but I also have plants I'm keeping down to keep picking. And oh my god, I love watching, oh, here in the sun, the wind blew all the seeds and flowers, so I've been eating and juicing some of the flowers and definitely the greens. And look how many seeds. Do you know how many mustard seeds I'm going to drop all over here? And especially with the goats and stuff being down there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I've been reseeding everything, and some things are coming up, and that was just like, the original corn planting was late, but that was even later. And some beans, I cleaned them out pretty much, but there's still some more, so that's good. And then the smaller ones coming up in the back. So I'm not going to get like a ton of this stuff this year, because it was all like a, you know, things I couldn't even get. So All right, and the first sunflower finally bloomed. She's very big and beautiful. Oh man. Let's try to... kind of looking into the sun, but this bed has some greens, kale, shards, the last of the grown beets, cleavers, which I've been propagating, and then those 2 blueberry plants, which, yeah, so it's pretty much filling out with flowers, and then baby cauliflower, new beets, radishes, and the calendula. That's just one of the many plants I planted that I just thought wouldn't bloom because of the time of year. Look at all those beautiful cleavers. There's a bunch in different spots. I started nurturing another bed. Oh, look at the bee. I don't know if you can see it. So that makes me happy, but these are all the branches and, you know, stuff I used because he was getting in there, and, you know, he's definitely destroyed a lot of seedlings, but I'm just working with it and planting it elsewhere. So this is one of the beds I just did that haven't been able to cover, but, you know, he hasn't bothered it. I took him out of the containers there, as well as those over there. The mulch pile, I need to use it all now, but I'm letting it sit there until I get the next. I might just rent a chipper because there's just so many trees down there in my forest. So that's the new dirt. Oh, somebody came in here. Oh, all right, go for it. It's just compost. I haven't planted it. Just been building that. These will be the pawpaws. I promised the dragonfly long ago, if you saw that he could... Oh, wow, they broke it, or somebody broke. That's cool. I promised him it would still be here, so planted the cherry next to it. You know, I keep my promises. And then I was having a hard time finding bad enough dirt for that mullein baby I bought, but then I found some sand, and so it looks like this baby's gonna make it. And I finally got some seeds I scattered in different places, and prickly pear. And that's just one of the piles. A lot of critters seem content just to pick on that too, so that might help keep them from... Oh wait, looks like... No, that didn't move, it's alright. Okay, so these cardboards are down where I'm going to dig the next hole for the next trees. That was a pear. Alright. An apple, and then another peach, magnolia, because you gotta have magnolia. I still need a Japanese magnolia too. And there's a Japanese maple. I'm trying to protect it right now with that tool. Yeah, she got really big. Yeah, so gourds and pumpkins and the light, peaches, another pea rag, picking up the wind, and then yeah, how I used all that wood, and it's been working to keep him out, but even when I put only one layer, he still got in, so I had to double up to protect my crops. And yeah, it's working, so you don't really have to kill him if you don't want to. But yeah, lots of tomatoes and basil, which I'm going to be canning today, and then the herbs and everything over here, and more sunflowers. I guess they're about to open up soon. And this is the lemon and apple cucumber trellis, which is always swarming with bees and butterflies and lots of frogs at night. Look how many are just like right here. And I juiced some big ones yesterday. They're everywhere. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, and then over here, there's still butternuts and melons, a few different kinds, so that's why the melons and cantaloupe all look different. Sorry for the lighting. But they're growing down even here, and he doesn't even bother this, hanging off the trellises, which is so cool. And yeah, there's new growth. I'm just training him to go up the trellises. And all, I love all the new little babies. Look at this cute little butternut here. Aw, he's going high. Lots of new flowers, bee balm, other flowers, which I've been deadheading and then planting them elsewhere. Yeah, and all the basils are going nuts. I've been eating buttloads of it. So I'm gonna look at these. Holy crap. That's basil. That's basil. This is basil. And over there. So I'm gonna harvest a bunch more of that, dry it out, make little different tomato recipes, and yeah, then dry it out, and then yeah, so I had to pull some of the stuff in here. Oh yeah, wait, so this is the bed where he planted all the new baby borages. So, you know, and there's still this one, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of babies in here. And some of the baby cabbages survived, so, and cauliflowers, so. Oh well, you know, just plant extra, really. You feed someone, you know, and you kind of have to feed them a little. So I transplanted the passion flower into the ground along with these that I clipped in a local yard with permission, so we'll hopefully get those passion flowers covering this by next year. And the fruit was delicious. The seeds. And this one, that was a lot of downloads. So this is the wintergreen. Oops. Yeah. And that's a good ground cover and really beautiful and stuff. And this is the black currant. So remember this for next year. It's gonna look a little bit different. I'll work on that side too. But, oh yay. Alright, the tourists love this place. New seedlings, the hibiscus has been flowering well, the morning glories just started blooming, the dahlias, the baby red buds coming up, so I'll transplant him. The elderberry will go in the ground here soon. Zinnias, marigolds, even little beans and peas are coming up in here to climb these trellises. And then this is so cute. So I was able to salvage the catnip that my kitty destroyed, so this is what's coming up of it. That was one of the marigolds I deadheaded. Lemon balm, mint, and mint. But then a volunteer, I guess I thought was a cucumber, came up, but I just found out it looks like a watermelon, or Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Stoked about that. And then over here, watermelon babies and other melon babies have been coming up. The strawberries, you know, are more for next year. I still have to put those blueberries in the ground. Yeah, but they're climbing up really well. I saw some baby melons somewhere, but I don't know where. And then some of the calendulas are finally going to come up here too. Yeah. And then I got more pots and seeds starting everywhere. Oh, dragonfly. Beautiful. Did you see that? I can't really see very well because of the hot sun, but yeah. It's like kind of glaring into the screen, so I hope I'm showing you the right things. And then these are little cosmos flowers. They should be blooming soon. The oranges, look how big they are. Whoops. Yeah. The limes. Oh my God, there are so many limes. Right now, most of them are so tiny. I don't even know if you can see them. You should be able to see those little orange dots, but let me see. Oops, let me zoom out. And where did that lime go? But yeah, there's like literally like 30 babies here. It's crazy. But there's a bigger baby. Oh, here we go. The harsh light with the shade isn't helping, but there it is. So that's super exciting. More mint, onions, chives, sunflowers, parsley, thyme, stuff like that in there. That was a reroot of a tomato. I chopped all the lavender. And got some peppers here, but they got over-rained on for a minute, but yeah. Another ginger pot. The other one in the back is really big. But yeah, the persimmon. Yeah, so there was this patch, I guess I'll go over there, that the cable company drove in and screwed it all up, and it ended up being, oh, you gotta see the view from over here too. Anyways, it ended up being like really deep holes, and just, it was, anyways, so they came out to fill it with dirt, and it was really good dirt, by the way. Speaking of dirt, just had a gas line dug for the generator. Boom. So yeah, I just found out the other day it was really good dirt, so I started going through it and pulling all like the grass weeds and stuff and keeping all the good weeds. And I don't really want to walk on it. I found some lamb's quarters, which I was looking for. See, there's like the pile of everything I'm picking. And then I dropped a bunch of seeds here, but mustards, greens. Look at all these cleavers I'm going to propagate and use for my medicine. So this is going to be my weed, or one of my weed patches, because I mean, yeah, there's the other tree and wildflower gardens down there and stuff, but shit, since I walked all the way over here, I might as well walk down to the spring. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna grow as many weeds there as I can. There's like a whole patch of yarrow over there I'm cultivating, and then over there. I guess I'll probably walk by it on the way back. That's where the self-heal is, so. Oh, why didn't I have the camera on that? It just cut off on me.
Sorry.
Okay, well anyways. So, I'll hold it over there. I'm going down the hill though, so. I can't go into the spring without shoes. Because it's very, very, very buggy and still thick. But I will zoom in. You know, we got some work done. I'm still trying to find reliable helpers to show up. So that's how much was cleaned out so far, which really is nothing. I actually posted little 1-minute videos on the Instagram, Christie Aphrodite, which went to the Facebook page, Christie Aphrodite. Yep. Okay, so I'm not gonna walk very far. But, so yeah, the previous owners even put a fence there to keep people out, but that didn't work, so you could see the water just directly behind that yellow. And then if you look back even further, let's see, then you can see the pool. It's already built, but yeah, it's still pretty thick and got a ways to go there. But yeah, it's super exciting and super rewarding. Like, you know, I'd rather be doing this than anything. So there's a bunch of wild food in the forest, and this video is already too long, so we'll do that another time. But yeah, there's a lot of, you know, when I mow, I look at all the weeds and, you know, little shoots of trees or berries or grapes, and, you know, and if it's something I want, then I just let it stay, and eventually a lot of these areas will be kind of blocked off with just wildflower beds. So that's my bedroom window at the top there, that bay window. And the deer are always like sleeping right here in the morning. They come out like right there, and then at night they come over this way. But yeah, I can't complain. That's fucking for sure. But I do sweat and cry and cuss a lot. That's for sure. Alright, I'm not gonna walk all the way over there because that's a long walk. And if the camera already shut me off, then you know it's a long one. But yeah, there's just this little net here. So nothing's stopping the squirrels or deer, really, but they're honoring it. So I find that very cool. Nanny berry. Yeah, I think maybe I should come up here. All right, well, let me know how your... Oh, I was going to show you a little... The house did change a little bit. A few things. Nothing really major, I guess. Yeah, and this is awesome. If you don't have one, get it every morning. Yeah. So getting closer with the guest room, and I moved some things around. There was a table there. I put it here, and I'm keeping my seed germination thing here. Whew, I need to sit down. Oh, yeah. And then my fluorescent stuff. Let me turn a light on. That curtain was supposed to go in the living room, but it didn't look that good. But I think it looks amazing here. So, been getting all this going. putting out lots of samples and stuff, so if you haven't got a sample, it's because you're not paying attention to my posts. And even like free products I've been trying to give away, but yeah, it just shows who actually reads my posts to the end. All right, I am totally, yeah, and I moved this. It's like 100 degrees, yeah. I can see the temperature through the thing. Oh, maybe you can't see it, but whatever. And I thought this was good to just kind of block the light out. I had it in my bedroom, but yeah, I got some pictures hung, and there's still some around the floor. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. Okay, watch this. It's on me. I am so, oh, the light. Dude, I'm sweating. It is so hot out there, but anyways, yeah, let me know how your garden is doing and how you've been enjoying your quarantine, what you're doing to make a better world, and all of that good stuff, because that's what I'm interested in. I'm just not interested in the illusion, you know? So let's hear it. All right, talk to you later. Bye.